Hello and welcome to the third and final video in the series looking at ideas within the Capturing Memories booklet. You will find a link with this video. What I want to look at today is ideas for things that you can do using handprints and hand outlines. So the first thing I want to show you is what I would call a cuddle cushion. And you can see here we have the outline of hands that have been used to create fabric sort of handprints, as you can see here, that have been appliqued to this cushion. So it's just a matter of drawing around the hand, cutting it out, stitching it on. But these are a lovely gift to give for those times when you can't be with somebody that you really care for. So it's quite apt for the current situations we find ourselves in. So for any time when somebody's feeling in need of a bit of comfort, it's a lovely personal thing to be able to have and hold and squeeze, and it's surprising how comforting that can be. So it makes a lovely gift and keepsake. I'm just going to show you some more ideas, things we can do with handprints. I'm going to turn you around so you can see the table. So just swivel you around here and you can see what we're looking at down there. Okay, so I've got a few examples out for you today. And the first one, again, this has just been done using outlines. So we've got a family of hands there and they've been layered over each other. This works really well when you've got little ones because you've got the different sizes. So that can be a lovely thing to do. Is just draw around the hands and then cut them out of different coloured card. We've got some nice shiny card there for extra effect. Okay, and then another example here. This one's been done with a handprint, which has then been cut out and glued onto another piece of card. And around the edge of this one, someone's actually written all the things that you can do with your hands. That obviously means something to them. So it makes it even more personal than just the print. So that would be a really nice thing to add to a scrapbook or even some kind of a photo album. And the other thing I'm going to show you today, which I'm going to give you a slight demonstration of, there's lots and lots of ideas within the Capturing Memories booklet, or it links you to them at least, for different things you can do using handprints. There's lots on the internet, there's just so many ideas. You can create superheroes and all sorts. But for this one, and one that we particularly use quite a lot of here at the hospice, is the elephant. I think because the elephant's such a family symbol, so family orientated. And of course the other thing, when we're talking about doing memory work, elephants never forget. So makes it quite inappropriate, I guess. So I'm just going to tell you how we do this. I'm not going to get myself all messed up with paint right at the moment, but if I can just show you the things you would need. Some grey paint. This one I mixed myself. It's just children's paint, just poster paint. If you use white and only put a tiny tinge of the black in, because it's surprising how quickly it turns the white to grey. I use a sponge to apply it, so the kids love doing this. If you get the paint in and then you're dabbing paint all over your hands. And you'll need a piece of paper big enough to fit however many you have in your family group that you want to put into this picture. So this just needs a bit of thought. You obviously want to be able to fit all your hands. You don't want to find you've run out of space. Now, for the elephants, it's your fingers that are the legs and your thumb that's the trunk. So the other thing to consider is where you'd like to position everybody. Do you want to be in a row, a sort of trunk to tail? Or another one that's quite nice for couples is to have trunk to trunk. You could have the centre two trunk to trunk with some trunk to tails on the end if you've got children that you want to be adding into a family group. So once you get that sorted and you've all painted up, just make sure when you put your hands on the paper you give them a good press, because it's very easy to miss this area in the middle here. So remember that your fingers are your feet, so you're thinking about lining up the finger ends as best you can. So if you've got small hands, just put them in proportion to thinking about where the feet are going to end, so it's where your finger ends are. Now, when everything's dry, I'll just move you down a little there. Hopefully you'll be able to see. The things you'll need next are one of these sort of fine line pens and maybe some felt tip pens for putting the grass in, and you could draw all sorts. You could put trees in the scene, all sorts of things. So to create handprint. It's very simple. We're just adding an eye, an ear, a tusk, and if you wish, a little tail on the end there. So very simple and easy to do. An eye. And then the ear, just look at how the print is, because you can kind of use the edge of the actual paint marks there on the paper to guide you. I'm going to put a tusk on this one there. And then we could put the tail a bit lower so that they look like they're actually about to hold on to each other. There we go. So simple. And then maybe a couple of shades of green. And you're popping the grass in at the bottom here. There's just simple flicks. And if you're doing this with a family, you can get everybody involved. Everyone can have a bit of a contribution. You know, putting some of the grasses in there. I quite like to do it in 2 shades, and you've got a little depth. Just put a little shadowy grass in there. So simple to do. And there we have it. Like I say, if you have a look, you know, if you start Googling handprint art, you'll find so many wonderful ideas. Well, I hope you've enjoyed seeing the last video in this series, looking at the Capturing Memories booklet. There's lots more ideas in here, but they really don't need demonstrating. They're quite clearly explained. And I hope you enjoy using it. And feel free to post any of your creations to show us. We love to see what people have been doing. So thank you very much. Bye.